Okay, we're going to do the application problems, and it's on 313 in your book, and it starts at 247 in your packet. It's going to be a lot of information, but we've done almost all of it before. There's one item I've skipped, I believe, in every assignment so far, and I apologize for that. So I will take that into account on the test. So application problem 10-1. Health Fashion is a clothing store specializing in uniforms for medical providers. Journalize the following transactions completed during November of the current year on page 11 of the sales journal. So that's right here, sales journal, page 11. And the sales tax rate is 6%. The sales invoice source document is abbreviated as S. Save your work to complete problem 10-2. Shouldn't be a problem because we're going to do that in the same video. All right, on November 2nd, sold merchandise on account to Paulson Medical Supply, $2,049 plus sales tax, sales invoice $589. So November 2nd, Paulson Medical Clinic, sales number 589, and the sales credit is for $2,049. And then we need to calculate the sales tax. So multiply 2,049 times 0.06, and you'll get 122.94. And then you can add the sales tax credit and the sales credit, and you'll get the total amount of $2,171.94 that is going to be booked to accounts receivable debit right here. On November 4th, sold merchandise on account to Central Medical Clinic, $694 plus sales tax. Sales invoice $590. So we have November 4th, Central Medical Clinic, sales invoice number $590. The sale amount is $694. Multiply that times 0.06, you'll get $41.64. Add the sales tax to the sales, and you'll get the total amount to go into accounts receivable as $735.64. On November 7th, sold merchandise on account to Mason College, $1,648. Mason College is exempt from paying sales tax. Sales invoice $591. So this one's easier. On November 7th, Mason College sales invoice $591. And we can just go ahead and we'll debit accounts receivable for $1,648. And the sales credit is the same. And there's no sales tax payable because they are exempt from paying sales tax. On November 9th, sold merchandise on account to Trannon Emergency Center, $828 plus sales tax. Sales invoice $592. So we have November 9th, Trannon Emergency Center, sales invoice $592. We have an $828 sale, and we'll multiply that by 0.06. That makes the tax $49.68. Add the tax to the sale, and you'll get the total receivable of $877.68. On November 19th, sold merchandise on account to Fairview Hospital, $1,948 plus sales tax. Sales invoice $593. So November 19th, Fairview Hospital, sales invoice $593. Our sale amount was for $1,948. Multiply that by 0.06 to get the sales tax of $116.88. Add the sales tax to the sale, and you'll get the total accounts receivable that they owe us. And then on November 25th, sold merchandise on account to Central Medical Clinic, $3,482. plus sales tax, and it's sales invoice 594. So November 25th, Central Medical Clinic, sales invoice number 594. The sale amount was for $3,482. Multiply that by 0.06 to get the sales tax of $208.92. Add that sales tax to the sale amount, and you'll get the total accounts receivable of $3,690.92. Okay, so now we're going on to application problem 10-2. We need to post a transaction on the sales journal to the accounts receivable ledger. And so we'll go down. Paulson Medical Center is right here, and it's November 2nd. Post reference is sales journal, page 11, right there. I should have pointed that out before we came down. $2,171.94. Debit balance, debit transaction. So we're going to add those two together to get $3,719.09. Paulson Medical Clinic is customer 140. So we'll come back up here and we'll put 140 in the post reference. The next one we need to do is Central Medical Clinic from November 4th. And this is a number we're looking to bring down, $735.64. So this is that transaction right here. And we have November 4th, S11, $735.64 debit. It's a debit balance. It's a debit entry. We're going to add that. Their customer 110. So we'll come back up and we will post 110 in the post reference. Now we're going November 7th, Mason College for $1,648. So Mason College, November 7th, S11, $1,648. And we have a debit balance, a debit transaction. So our total is, after we add those together, it's the sum. They are customer 130. So we will go back up, put 130 in the post reference, and then we will go to November 9th, Trannon Emergency Center for $877.68. So Trannon, November 9th, S11, $877.68 debit. It's a debit balance, so we're going to add this previous balance to this debit, and we'll get a new total or sum of $3,061.82. Trannon Emergency Center is customer number 150. So we will come back up here and put 150 in the post reference on that transaction. November 19th, Fairview Hospital, $2,064.88. So we will come down to Fairview, and we will, November 19th, S11 in the post reference, $2,064.88, 6283.07 balance because it's debit and debit, and it is 120 for the post ref. I'm sorry I didn't show you that on there. November 25th, Central Medical Center for $36.90.92. Sorry, I passed it. Central Medical Clinic, November 25th, S11, $3,690.92. Debit balance, debit transaction. We'll add the previous balance to this transaction, and we get the sum of $6,075.52. We'll take this Customer number, bring it back up here. 110 is your post reference for that. Now we need to total, prove, and rule the sales journal. So you're going to add up everything in this column, and you're going to end up with this total. Single line above, double below, and do the same for each column. Add it up, single rule above, double below, and then the last one is the sales tax payable credit. Total that column as well. Now we need to prove the sales journal, and I've been skipping over that, and I apologize. So accounts receivable debit, we're going to pull that total right here, 11,896. You can see where my mouse is. That's the accounts receivable debit. And if we come down 2 pages, we're going to put that there, 11,189.06. Then we'll go up and we'll get the sales credit. Sales credit, $10,649. And we'll bring that down here, right here. And then we need sales tax payable credit, which is going to come from here. Sales tax payable credit, $540.06. We have done this earlier in the year. I don't know why I kept skipping it. 540.06. And then we're going to add these up. So this one's easy. Just bring that total down. Add these two up. The credits and debits should match. And that's a check for us to make sure that we've entered things where they belong. Now we need to book the sales journal to the general ledger. So the sales journal, we need to book the totals. So we'll take accounts receivable debit of 11,189.06, and this is the accounts receivable ledger. So that's not what we want. We want the general ledger, and we want the accounts receivable November 30th, 11,189.06. Debit. So we're going to add the 10 to the 11, and we'll get 21 and some change. And it's account 1130. So we will go back up here, and underneath the total, we will enter 1130 in parentheses right below the total. So now the next one we need, sales credit, $10,649. And we will come down to the general ledger. I'm sorry, this takes so long. And November 30th, S11, 10,649. Credit. This is a credit, even though it's missing for some reason. The description, it's a credit. So we're going to add balance. We're going to add this to it, and we get that new balance. It's account number 4110. So we're going to come back up. Probably is a faster way, but I'm old and don't know it. 4110 in parentheses underneath the total. And then the last one we have to book from here is sales tax payable credit 540.06. So we'll go back to the general ledger, and sales tax payable November 30th, S11, 540.06, credit entry, credit balance. Add those together, and you get the sum right there. Then we have to take that 2120, and we come back up here. And yeah, I know you're going to be shocked, but we're going to put the 2120 right here in parentheses under the total to show that we have booked that. And I believe that's it for 10-2. On to 10-3. And we are going to move to the cash receipts journal. And we're going to journalize the following transactions completed during November of the current year on page 11 of the cash receipts journal. So we need to go to the cash receipts journal, probably right here. I'm going to flip it because we're on this page for all of 10-3, I believe. And on November 6th, received cash on account from Paulson Medical Clinic covering sales invoice 587 for $1,547.15. November 6th, Paulson Medical receipt 568 and accounts receivable of 1547.15, and then the sales discount debit of 3094, which gives us a cash debit of $1,516.21. And then received cash and credit card sales, $3,480 plus sales tax, $208.80, $3,688.80. So we are going to, on the 7th, check mark TS41, check mark and post reference, sales credit of $3,480, sales tax payable credit of $208.80, and then we are going to $3,688.80 in cash debit. All right, on November 8th, received cash on account from Mason College covering sales invoice 588 for $679.19 plus 2% discount. Mason College on November 8th, receipt 569, $679.19. We have to take that whole amount out of accounts receivable, then the sales discount debit of $13.58. So this is what we actually received in cash after they took their discount, right? So even though this is all we received in cash, just remember that if we only took that amount out of the accounts receivable, that $13.58 discount they took would still be here. So we need to take it out so it doesn't look like they still owe us money. It's just a reminder from the lessons. November 14th, recorded cash and credit card sales, $2,940 plus sales tax of $176.40. Total of $3,116.40. And it's TS42. November 14th, check mark. TS42 under document number, check mark under post reference. The sales credit was for $2,940. We also collected $176.40 in sales tax. So we received a total cash of $3,116.40. Only $2,940 stays with us. This goes to the state probably. That's what it would be in Maine. November 16th, received cash on account from Training Emergency Center for $2,184.14, covering sales invoice 585 and receipt is 570. So November 16th, Training Emergency Center, receipt number 570, $2,184.14. They did not take a sales discount. So we're just going to bring that $2,184.14 over. On November 21st, recorded cash and credit card sales, $2,875 plus sales tax, $172.50 for a total of $3,047.50. And it's TS for terminal sales 43. So November 21st, check mark, TS 43, check mark, and then over here sales of $2,875. We collected $172.50 in sales tax. So the total cash we received was $3,047.50. Remember, these check marks just tell us we don't have to go and book this anywhere. So like when we're doing these a little bit later, we know we don't have to do anything with these, okay? And then on the 28th, recorded cash on account from Central Medical Clinic, $1,648.96, covering sales invoice 584, R571. So 28th, Central Medical Care, R571, and we have accounts receivable of $1,648.96, and we did not collect anything sales tax wise. So we can just go ahead and write that over there. Now on to application problem 10-4. Post a transaction for the cash receipts journals to the accounts receivable ledger. So we're going to go through and post each one of these that don't have check marks in them. So Paulson Medical Clinic, accounts receivable 1547.15. I'm going to flip this back and we will read the cash receipts journal. So that was Paulson on November 6th. Cash receipts journal, page 11. So CR 11. We received $1,547.15 in a cash payment. Because receivables is an asset, the debit means that it's a plus, right? So we're taking out of this. We're reducing what they owe us, which what they owe us is an asset to us. So it's a credit. So there's a debit balance, a credit transaction, and that's what happens. We subtract that and get $2171.94. We take the customer number, scroll all the way down, and it's 140. Then we do Mason College, and that transaction is going to be $679.19. And we scroll up. Mason College on the 8th, CR11, $679.19. Again, debit balance. We're reducing what they owe us, so we're going to credit it. We subtract. That's our new balance. We take the customer number of 130, and we come down here and we put in 130. And then we need to do Trannon Emergency Center for $2,184.14. You can stop this video and rewatch anything. November 16th, CR11, $2184.14. It's a debit balance because they owe us money. Credit transaction, we're reducing what they owe us, so they owe us less, right? 150, hopefully that makes sense. They owed us a certain amount. They paid us a certain amount, so it took off what they owed us. There's our post reference of 150. And then our final transaction on the 28th, Central Medical Clinic, and it's $28.75, so $2,875. Come back up here into accounts receivable, Central Medical. I read the wrong amount. Central Medical. I read the transaction above it. My apologies. $1,648.96. Trying to do this too quick. Central Medical, the 28th, CR11, $1,648.96. Debit balance, so we're going to subtract the credit transaction, and that leaves us with a balance of $4,426.56. We'll take the 110, come back down here, and we will put the post reference of 110 in here. Next step, total prove the cash receipts journal. So I'm going to rotate the view again. And so we're going to total these columns, all of them, each column, total them. If you want to stop the video, that's fine. I'm going to keep going. Make sure you single rule and double rule. And then they want us to prove the journal. We take accounts receivable credit 6,059.44 and we put it here 6,059.44. Accounts receivable credit, it's a credit total. And then we will take sales credit of 92.95 and right here sales credit 92.95 right there. And then we'll go get the sales tax payable. And obviously I know the totals are already there, but this way you guys know where we're getting it from. 557.70. That's this number right here. Again, it's credit, says credit, put it in the credit column. Now we need the sales discount debit. Sales discount debit is right here. So we'll put that down there, right here. And then cash debit, grab that, 15,867.62. And we put that here. Now we need to total each column. So we're going to add these two up. That's our total. And then we'll add these three up to get this total. Again, we need to make sure this matches this. Now we need to prove cash. On November 30th, on the next unused check stub was 17,882. So that's this. We'll come back to that later. November 1st balance of general ledger cash accounts. So we will go up to the general ledger. And that balance was there for us. $16,489.36. And we plug that in right here. And then we need to plus total cash received during the month, cash debit column total, cash receipts journal. So that's this number, 15,867.62. Seems like I'm highlighting everything except what I want to. And that's that number, the 15,867.62. Add these two up, you'll get 32,356. And then we need to subtract out total cash that we paid during the month. So general ledger posting in cash account of 14,476. So I'll just show you where that comes from. General ledger cash. Where are we? So credit in the cash account tells us that that is a payment, right? We've taken this money out of cash. Notice it goes from 16, take away the 14, and we're down around 2. So we're going to put that in that right there, the 14,474.63. So if we subtract this number from this 32,000 number, we'll get the 17,882.35. And as I noted earlier, that's the number they gave us for what's on the next unused check stub. So that tells us that our records match what our checkbook, handwritten checkbook balance matches what we have in our general ledger. Now we have to post the cash receipts journal to the general ledger. So here's our cash receipts journal, and we need to take these totals. and we need to put them into the account. So we need to go to accounts receivables with how much money? 6059.44. Accounts receivable, November 30th, CR11, $6,059.44. It's a debit balance, a credit transaction, so we will subtract this transaction from the previous balance and we'll get that. Take this account number, 1130, come back down here and write it in after the underneath the totals in parentheses. So next up, sales. It's going to be a credit of $92.95. So we'll go to sales, November 30th, CR11, $92.95. It's a credit transaction, credit balance. So we will add those two together to get the sum of $214,679.26. We will take the account number and we will write it underneath the total in parentheses. And then we will take sales tax payable credit of $557. Sales tax payable, November 30th, CR11, $557.70. Credit transaction, credit balance, we're going to add it. Take the account number, 2120. All right, I take the wrong account number. Sales tax payable credit. All right. They have 2145, but I'm going with 2120. I may or may not remember that being an issue in previous years. Next up, sales discount debit, $44.52. So we go November 30th, CR11. Remember, cash receipts journal, page 11. That's where we're getting that from. $44.52 debit. It's a debit balance, debit transaction. So we're going to add those together to get $462.71. We're going to take 4120 and we're going to come here and that's that. So under cash credit, we are taking the total $15,867.62. And we are coming up here, November 30th, CR11, $15,867.62. We have a debit balance. We have a debit transaction. We're going to add those together. We'll get a sum of $17,882.35. And we will take this account number of 1110 and we will put it in parentheses under the cash total. And the last thing that we need to do is we need to prepare a schedule of accounts receivable, which is way down here. So we're going to do health fashions, schedule of accounts receivable, November 30th, 2020. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of going back and forth, I'm just going to say, let's look at Central Medical Clinic and then Fairview. And you can look at your totals when we go up, but Central Medical Clinic, we go up, should equal Central Medical. Actually, we'll go back and forth. 44, 26, 56. So this time I'll go down. We'll make sure this one matches and then we'll just alternate. We won't come up and down for each single one. So Fairview Hospital should be 62.8307. Notice it's the last balance for the account for the month. 62.8307. And we'll put that in next. Remember to have these alphabetical order. Fairview Hospital, 62.8307. Now we'll go up and check Mason College for 1648. Normally you'd be taking it the other way from the ledger to the thing, but I don't want to scroll up and down 5 times. So that one matches, right? Make sure it matches here and down there. Paulson Medical Clinic. We'll take this balance and go put it into the schedule. And shocking. There it is. And then the last one, 877.68. And we'll come up here and just make sure that we did in fact pull the right number. We did. We're geniuses. All right. So as long as you know where to get it, it's the last balance for each right here, accounts receivable ledger. Okay. Accounts receivable ledger, not general ledger. So now we'll come down here and we will total this up, put total accounts receivable, $15,407.25. And just as a reminder, if I were to go to the accounts receivable general ledger account, general ledger accounts receivable, it's that same number, that $15,407.25. So this total equals the total of all of these accounts. Remember, these are subsidiary accounts of the general ledger account. All right, that is it for this lesson. Your homework tonight is the 10 mastery.